The Wounded Warriors amputee softball team is coming to town this Saturday, and they want you to know that life without limbs is limitless. They prove it by traveling around the country and playing in softball games against local police and fire departments. The Wounded Warriors have veteran and active duty servicemen and women on their roster who have lost a limb in the line of duty. They travel the nation, infusing each community they stop in with their brand of softball, courage, and inspiration. The game here in the Glass City was started by a man who has a love for both the service of our country and the game of softball.
I'm originally a policeman. I was retired as a detective, and a lot of my friends still play ball, and I knew from playing ball that they would have the same feelings towards this.
Jay came to me, said you have to check these guys out, the Wounded Warriors. So we watched a couple of videos. We went out of town to watch them play a game, and we were just in awe of their abilities and the community's outreach.
So we thought we'd combine as best we could firemen and policemen and have one of the games that way.
And he called me and said, hey, would you be willing to put together a police team to play against the Wounded Warriors back in 2014? And I said, absolutely. I said, that would be, great. It's unbelievable that they would want to come to Toledo. So.
And that is exactly what Greg did. He called up anyone and everyone he knew would be interested in serving their country by supporting the Wounded Warriors softball game, including one of his very own that has close ties to the U.S. military.
Oh, I've never lost that connection. My best friend served 24 years. I still have, my brother-in-law is a Marine, my father-in-law was a Marine, so it's always been in my heart. All the men in my family have been to the military, so it's always been part of what I've grown up to see, and knowing that's what I wanted to do as a kid was go to the Army, which I did right out of high school. Is there any way possible I can continue to do this? I would.
Plus, just meeting the Wounded Warriors is something these guys look forward to every year they play.
You get to speak to the Warriors, one-on-one, they'll tell you their story and how it happens to them, and they're not begrudged by it at all. They're positive, good thinkers, supportive, just a great group of guys, and from what they've gone through, they're a great example.
What was your first experience like in 2014?
Unbelievable. Those guys, and evidently this time there's a girl playing, which is great. Those guys were unbelievable. Their spirits are high. They had absolutely no. You couldn't tell that they had any kind of prosthetic or anything. They played with all their heart, and they didn't want to play a charity game. The game is for charity. All the money we raise and everything is for their charity to put on their camps and everything. But it wasn't a charity game. They played hard, and it was definitely a battle the first time we played.
Last year, 2 years ago, I flipped over the center field fence making a catch that saved a home run, but then the next guy hit one over the fence that we couldn't catch. So it's fun. It gives you a chance to get out and bond with your coworkers as well as make new friends, and to see the smiles on the kids' faces that were in the stands and having a good time. It's worth every penny.
Not to mention, it's all put on for a good cause.
Primary benefit of all this is the kids that have had prosthetics or amputations for whatever reason, and folks that may be contemplating having some type of amputation in their future and seeing what may lay ahead for them. They can see some of how these warriors have performed, and they might be a little more confident in their journeys through the amputation.
If you would like to get in on all the fun and support a great cause, all you need to do is head downtown on Saturday at noon for the parade, then at 1:30 for the police and fire departments when they play the Wounded Warriors softball team. A home run derby is at 4:15. Then at 5:30 comes the main event when the Sideliners 60s All-Star team competes against the Wounded Warriors themselves. And the best part, BCSN will be there to bring all the action right back to you.